And what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Fun Game Friday. This week, we take a stab at Tenable, another game made famous by Luke Pingu in the YouTube world right now. And we are taking a stab at it with a little bit of an MLS twist. We're out here ready to make Connor look silly. Connor, how you doing?
Hey, I can make myself look plenty silly. I don't need any help from you.
Lovely, lovely. So just to explain how this game works, we have categories of things. So the example I'm going to use for Connor, players from Atlanta United's 2018 season they won the title. So that is like the hardest of the ones that I have, but I used it just for your example, right? So I'm going to give that to Connor. Connor's going to sit there. He's going to poop his pants because he's scared, doesn't know anything about the one title his team has ever won. And then he's going to start listing off names. Let's say Connor gets 7 of those 10 names, and the next guess he gets is wrong. He loses a life. He gets 3 losses before his final guess, so you really get 4 lives. And if you don't get it with those guesses, that is your final score. So if you get up to 7, and then you get the next 4 wrong, your final score is 7. We're each going to do 3 boards. Person with the most points wins. If we are even at the end of 3 boards, we each have a bonus board that we will use to determine the winner. No time limit, so you just guess away until you run out of ideas. And then we move on and we see who wins the day. We already kind of know who's going to win the day, but that's okay.
Me. Elite ball knowledge.
Do you have any other questions?
No, I think I understand.
Yep, so no time limit. You can go ahead and just run down a list of whoever you've got, but if you do get it wrong, I will let you know, and you will be docked a life.
Okay.
Now the question is, Connor, do you want to go first or second?
I think I want to guess first.
You want to guess first, okay. I'll give you what I think is the easiest one on my list. So
don't tell me that.
I think.
I don't want to. Now it's psychological.
Oh, it definitely is, but there's a game in there, right? I'm going to ask you for 10 MLS players from Italy.
Ooh, players from Italy. This could be at any point in time, right?
Any point in time. Yep. If there's a time limit associated with it, like the 2018 season in that example, I will let you know. But this is for any time.
Okay. Am I good to go?
Go ahead. I'll let you know how you do.
All right. Let's start with the easy couple, Lorenzo Insigne.
That's good.
Oh, we're talking like Italian national team, right? Not the Serie A.
No, just Italian nationality.
Players.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
got it. Federico Bernardeschi.
Good.
How about Domenico Crescito?
Domenico Crescito. Good.
Andrea Pirlo.
Good.
Nesta.
Alessandro Nesta. I like it.
Okay, let me think. Obviously, there's more Italians.
Missing some big ones.
Yeah, I probably am.
But you are at 5 right now. So
Yes.
a good start. A good start.
There's probably some old-time Italians that came over. Toronto's got to have more than just those 3. They loaded up on Italians.
Toronto, not the only team to have an Italian, by the way. Just an FYI.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like NYC's had an Italian at some point. Red Bull ever have an Italian? I feel like I try to think through too many things at once. And I feel like I just got to take it like team by team.
That is a set for you, yeah.
Italians. God, why am I blanking so hard on Italians right now?
Because I said it was the easiest list I have and you got scared.
It's going to be a lot of sitting in silence.
You're some of the big ones you're missing are big.
I'm trying to think like recent guys. I'm not sure how well I'd know the past guys. Oh, sorry if I butcher the name, but Marco Di Vaio.
Di Vaio's good.
Okay, I remember him. I'm definitely still missing some big time Italians.
6 of 10. You got 4 to go. At what point do we just start throwing out Italian sounding names and hoping they stick?
It's not a bad option. Blanking on Italians. There's definitely more from recent years, and I just can't remember them for some reason.
I've got a list of about 30, I think. 27, and you've gotten 6.
Are a lot of them from like old MLS?
No. Did you cheat and write something on the ceiling? Is that why you're looking up?
I wish I wrote something on the ceiling. Just trying to go team by team. Try to think of any Italians. I'm just seriously blanking on Italians right now for some reason.
Time to start tossing names out, I think.
I don't even know who to think of to say for. Oh, Chiellini.
Chiellini's good.
Yeah, I think of 3 more.
You do need 3 more. And I will tell you, there's at least one more who's actually currently in the league.
One more Italian that's in the league. I feel like it's like a fullback. Oh, Petretta?
Raul Petretta's good.
Is he out of the league already?
I think he is. I don't think he's around. I haven't heard his name in a while. That's 8.
So he's not the one that's still in the league. I wonder if this guy is like, if I'm missing it, he's like a major player, or if he's just like somebody as like a backup. Oh, I need 2 more. All right, so most of them are not in the league anymore. My mind keeps jumping to Julio Cesar, but I know that he is Brazilian, but he just played in the Italian league. Makes me think of it every time. Oh, Sebastian Giovinco.
Thank you. That's bad, dude. How is that your number?
I'm just
9?
thinking because my thought process is just going right to like current days MLS. I mean, most of my list is current day or like very recent MLS players. That's why I forgot about Giovinco.
Boo.
I need 1 more.
I think it'll be tough for you to get.
Come on, Giovinco probably had to have played with some Italian. Did I get like all the big names you would say?
For you, yeah.
For me, think MLS history. Who was big in MLS history? I can think of a name in my head. I don't even know if he's Italian, but the last name sounds Italian. But I don't know if he ever played in the league.
Send it.
Sartini.
Vanni Sartini, the head coach of the Vancouver Whitecaps, does not count. I will not give you that one. I'm sorry.
Did he ever play in the league?
No.
Or is he even Italian?
Vanni Sartini is Italian. I'm almost certain of it, but
okay. I didn't know if he played in the league. A lot of the coaches have played in the league, so I'd just take a shot at it. No, I wouldn't want it to count if he just coached here. He had to have played.
Oh, I wouldn't give it to you. So, yes, Vanni Sartini is Italian.
I keep thinking of Montreal because Montreal has the link with Udinese. So I feel like they could have had somebody Italian sent to them. I feel like for sure they have. But the only name that keeps jumping to my head is Zemaili, and I know he's Swiss. And there was somebody else that I remember from Udinese, like maybe right before Zemaili, and I feel like he was Italian. And I can't remember who it is. I feel like it was another like older guy, older midfielder or something. Think Italian national team. Chiellini, Bonucci, Buffon. It's not gonna be any of them. I'm trying to think goalkeeper wise. I don't think we've had really any other Italian keepers that I can think of. Vito Minone.
Vito Minone is good.
Whew. Good lord, that was a struggle, but we got there.
That was a struggle. That was probably the last one that I thought you probably could have picked up. Other names that you may have missed there. You were talking about MLS history. How about Nicola Caricola?
Oh, the curse of Caricola.
Yep. Matteo Ferrari, Marco Donadel, Matteo Mancosu, all Montreal guys. Antonio Nocerino for Orlando, Roberto Donadoni for Red Bull, and then Carlo Cudicini. That name ring a bell to you?
No.
Okay. Carlo Cudicini was Galaxy goalkeeper. Paolo Tornaghi, who was a MLS reserve goalkeeper for a while. Jose Mauri, Giuseppe Rossi, and the one player still in the league to this day, Gabriel Corbo, the center back from Montreal.
Oh yeah, Corbo.
Yep. But
I
you've done.
forgot Diego Ross. Sorry, I forgot. Giuseppe Rossi came here for a little bit.
Yeah, he was with RSL for a little bit.
Yeah.
But you did get 10 out of 10 with one lost name, so that's a good start for you.
All right, not bad. That's a good start. I think you're going to do pretty good with this first list. It's, I would say, a relatively easy one. You let me know when you're ready.
Born ready, baby.
All right. Give me 10 players with at least 15 or more goal contributions from the 2022 season, according to FBref. So there will probably not be second assists included, and this is just the regular season.
Ew. So last season?
Last season, yep. 15 goal contributions or more. That includes penalties, even to your dismay.
Oh gosh, this is quite the list. So
this shouldn't be that bad. Come on.
Shouldn't be. I'm going instantly to that golden boot run. So I'm thinking Hani Mukhtar.
Yes, of course.
I'm thinking Tati Castellanos.
He actually just made it. He is at 15.
I'm thinking Carlos Heel.
Yes, of course. Man, you got close with Tati. Tati was here half the year, wasn't he?
Couldn't remember when he left. So I just knew he blew up.
He's got 17 games here, and he just made it. 13 goals, 2 assists.
I thought it was 13 and 2. So there's one that I'm sitting on, and I'm not sure because I think we joked about him, but I can't remember if it was 21 or 22. So I'm going to keep him in my back pocket for now.
Okay. I could tell you there are 29 different players that hit this.
That's helpful.
There's a lot of options.
Yeah. I'm thinking Emmanuel Reynoso.
Reynoso, yes.
Okay.
You're getting a bunch of guys that just barely made the list, besides Hani.
Mm-hmm. What about... Now, I'm obviously sticking with number 9s and number 10s. Driussi?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if Amado would have been... No, because he came in late. I'm going to stay away from Atlanta. Just did Austin. Ooh. What about Diego Fagundes?
He is on the list.
Yeah, I forgot. He had a real big year.
12 assists.
Yeah. That's 6. Austin. Oh, did Diego Rubio cross that list? I don't think so. I know he had a good goal year, but I don't think he did much outside of that. Jesus Ferreira?
Yep.
He was hurt a little bit. Lucas Elarayan?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 2 more. Keep that one on the side too. Nobody from that team. Lucia Costa?
Yep. One more.
Yep.
Still plenty of big names on the list.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking of though is, did they spread the wealth to some of these players? So I'm looking back at New York City. I'm looking back at FCC and thinking there might be somebody in there that I can pull. But is there somebody else I can just pick out completely? I got some lives to kill. What about Nico Ladero?
Nico Ladero just missed it.
Yeah, I thought so.
He was at 14 goal contributions.
All right, so now you're just lying to me.
I'll share my screen.
Back up the list. Jeremy Abobasi?
Abobasi is correct.
Yeah. So other names that I was thinking about, Brandon Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez was massive last year.
So I remember he started off hot this year. I couldn't remember if it was like a half year he got hot at the end and then carried it over. If it was a full year. Maxi Morales was another one that I was thinking of.
Maxi was not.
Yeah, he was. I wasn't quite sure about him. Gustavo Bo was another one I was thinking about, but I don't know if he got a lot of game time last year. In terms of contributions. And then the other one was Ola Kamara, because I couldn't remember when he did his 12 or 13 penalties in a year.
No, he was pretty far off.
Yeah, I thought that was his 2021 year. Yeah, I'd love to hear some other ones.
So you missed number 2 on the list for total goal contributions last season. Our favorite pen merchant himself.
Who's that?
Daniel Gazdag.
Oh, that's bad.
You thought of at least 2 of the Cincinnati trio from last season. Brenner was also...
Was Brenner in there too? I didn't think that was going to happen.
He was number 5 on the list. Had a very good season. 18 goals, 6 assists.
Wow.
Vela and Aranjo on the list.
Didn't go LAFC route.
Chicharito, Carranza, Kyoto, Lewis Morgan.
Kyoto. Lewis Morgan. The only reason Red Bull were decent last year.
Christian Espinosa.
Nice. That's a good one.
Paul Areola just made the list.
I almost thought about it, Areola. I wasn't quite sure.
DEJ7.
No.
Yeah.
No way.
9 goals, 6 assists.
That's mad.
And then Tyus Magno also just made the list.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a couple other names in there too, but I just give you some of them.
Sure.
And by the way, Diego Rubio is on the list.
See, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, he had 16 goals. He had it just in goals last season.
Yeah. That was my thing. I had a feeling he wasn't setting anybody else up in Colorado, so he had to do it all himself.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, are you ready to move on to the next one?
I'll try my best. I have low confidence.
All right. I've got a list of 29 players here, and I want you to pick 10 of them who fall under the category of MLS players who were listed as the club's record transfer fee to bring in. Not amount that they pay them in salary, how much they paid to bring them in on a transfer fee.
Okay, so for their specific club.
Yes, yeah. So there aren't multiple people per club, it's one per club.
Okay. All right, so Thiago Almada for Atlanta.
Good.
Might as well start there.
Easy.
I would think Brenner for FC Cincinnati.
Good.
Luckily, a lot of these are going to be recent.
That's why I gave it to you second. I figured it'd be a easier check.
Austin. See, I feel like Austin would be Driussi, but I feel like there could maybe be a sneaky different one. I'm going to guess Driussi for Austin.
Driussi is good.
Okay, good. Then Charlotte. I'll guess Swiderski for Charlotte.
Swiderski is not correct.
Okay. It's probably some like Jordi Alcivar or something. Miami. So some of like the big name, I would say a lot of the big names that you would think would be high transfers came on free transfers, so it won't be them. Like no Messi, no Insigne, no Bernardeschi. So it's probably gonna be like young players.
This one actually might be harder than I thought it'd be. That's okay. Payback sucks.
I'm trying to think. I know there was a post on Twitter about it recently. I don't know if it said who the player was, but I think it said like the highest fee they spent.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's what led me to this.
All I can remember from that list was that Philly, I think, was like the lowest, which is so Philly.
They were low.
Okay, so I guess I could try to think through it team by team. For someone like Red Bull, that's going to be hard. What about NYC? NYC would probably be... I'll take another guess. I'll say... This is a risky guess because I could see them spending big on a number of people. But for NYC, is it Tyus Magno?
Tyus Magno is not correct.
Of course, that's probably some random person like Gabi Pereira or something. Portland Evander.
Evander is good.
Hey, what about like Seattle? Oh god, that could be a tough one too. Could be Ladero. I don't know how much they spent on Ladero, but that was many seasons back, so it may not have been that much. I want to try to think of recent guys that came in. Columbus. Oh crap! That could be Zelarayan. I don't know if Rossi just broke that. Would Rossi count if he?
Rossi would not count. It hasn't been made official yet. So whatever that transfer fee is, it's not worked into this. So hint, it's not Rossi for Columbus.
Yeah, but you know what? It's probably not Zelarayan either. It's probably Cucho. And I have 2 strikes, so I don't even know if I can get another strike. I can't afford another strike.
You can afford one more.
Oh, okay.
Before you're on your last guess, your last walk of fame.
I feel like it's definitely between Zelarayan and Cucho.
But if you get them both wrong, then you're out.
I'm gonna guess Cucho.
Cucho is correct.
Yes. Let's go.
You got 5.
Yeah. I feel like this would be more helpful if I even just was able to look at a list of the teams. I'm not even going to try for a team like Colorado. Houston, I would think like Sebastian Ferreira, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's someone like recent that they spent money on that's like topped it. Vancouver. Oh, man. So I got Austin, I got Columbus, Portland, Atlanta, FCC. NYC wasn't Tyus Magno. Could be Gabi Pereira. Who knows? Could be Santiago Rodriguez, but he also came from like an affiliate club, I feel like. So they probably got a discount. Can't even think about Red Bull. Good lord. Could be Kaku. Could be Luquinhas. Red Bull would be a tough one. Could be... Oh, wait. Do I want to waste a guess on that? I'll take a shot at it just for fun, just to keep it moving too. Is Red Bull's record signing, is it Dante Van Zier?
It is not Dante Van Zier.
I shouldn't have wasted one on a Red Bull guess. That was stupid. Okay, LAFC. You think LAFC. So, oh wait, maybe I'll do Dallas. I would think that would be Velasco. All right, I'm willing to take the guess on that one. I'm going to say Dallas, Alan Velasco.
Alan Velasco on your last life is correct.
Okay.
So just a reminder, you have no more freebies. This is it. You got to get it all on a run. You've got 4 more to go without making a mistake.
Okay, LAFC. So they sold Rossi well, but I feel like Brian Rodriguez would be more. But could be like somebody they signed recently too. I don't know if I would want to risk that. San Jose. Espinosa's been there for a while, but I don't know how much they would have paid for him. I don't know if I want to risk San Jose. LA Galaxy, I feel like had a lot of free transfers recently, but it could have been like Pavone that was their record signing. I almost want to take a shot at the Philly one. I know the Philly one is really low, and I think I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it on the Philly one. I feel like it's a tough one to go for here.
Okay.
And I have no strikes left, but I'm going to guess Mikhail Yuri.
I'm going to assume you mean Michael Ura.
Oh, yeah, whatever. Sorry.
And I will tell you that is also correct. Great little get.
I only got that because he's recent. Okay, Minnesota. Minnesota could easily be Reynoso. And I think that would make sense. But it could be like a sneaky, like Fragapanes in there. Luis Amaria, who could just throw a wrench into it all. Who else is big? FCC I already got. New England. Heel. Carlos Heel. I don't think it would be Heel. I feel like knowing New England would be like Dylan Barrera or something. Who else? Toronto. Toronto could be Josie when they brought him back. Ooh, that's a good one. I'll go for that. I'll guess Josie for Toronto.
We love the self hype up. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Good job. Unfortunately, you didn't hype yourself up enough because Josie Altidore is not correct, which means you are out of lives on 7
Was it
points.
Pozuelo?
It was Pozuelo, the New York Red Bull one, not Van Zier, but
Luquinhas?
Kaku.
Oh, it was Kaku.
New York City, not Magno, but
Is it Gabby Pereira?
Alexandru Mitritra.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed. I mean, I know who he is, but I wouldn't have guessed Mitrita.
Charlotte, not Swiderski, but this year.
Oh, Capetti.
Enzo Capetti.
Yeah, I forgot about Capetti. He's been so relevant this year, I forgot about him.
He has been bad. Other names that I think you probably should have gotten, Xherdan Shaqiri for Chicago.
I would have thought he came on a free.
That's fair. Sebastian Ferreira in Houston, you mentioned him.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like Ivan Angulo or something.
Yeah. Brian Rodriguez at LAFC.
Yeah, I was thinking him, but I also got worried. I was like, what if they signed someone recently that was a lot of money?
Chicharito at LA. Pizarro in Miami.
Oh, yeah, true.
Reynoso in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Gustavo
stuck with Reynoso.
Gustavo Bo in New England. You were right to stay away from Heel.
Yeah.
Nashville. I thought you would have gotten Nashville too.
Is it Hani?
Ake Loba.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about him too.
Orlando. Any guesses on Orlando?
Orlando. Facundo
Torres. Yep. RSL recent Carlos Andres Gomez.
Yeah.
I don't expect to get that. Seattle. Deuce.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that.
That was just, it was smart to stay away from the Seattle, the Torontos. I mean, you didn't really stay away from them. San Jose. San Jose, Carlos Gruezo recently. SKC, Alan Polito. St. Louis, João Klaus. And Vancouver, Lucas Cavallini. All right, I've got a chance to take a lead here.
Yep, and I think you could do it. This list isn't too difficult, I would say. So, give me a list of 10 players, according to Transfer Market, I want to specify that, who have been sold for at least 6 million euros.
Cool. So give me Miguel Marone.
Yes, of course.
Give me John Duran.
Yep.
Gaga Slanina.
Yep.
Josie.
Yep.
Brendan Aronson.
Yep.
6 mil. So that leaves Tyler Adams out. He was a 5.
It's in euros. I don't know how your conversion goes, but
Don't play games with me. Don't play mind games with me. I need to get ahead of you here.
listen, I'll be honest, there's not a lot of players in the population here, but
There's not. But I do know Tati Castellanos counts.
yeah.
He might not be on there right now. It might not have been announced and updated,
Yeah.
but he went for 15 mil. I will not sit here.
No, that's valid. That's valid. I'll give you that.
Oh, did Sifu go for 6? I don't think they announced their transfer, so I won't jump on that yet. Let's go down the list here. PT Martinez.
Of course. Say his name properly, please.
No, I won't give you that satisfaction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You need 3 more.
They got double for Ezekiel Barco, didn't they? I'll go Ezekiel Barco.
He's not on the list, but let me check.
Yeah, because I thought it was 10 plus 2.
They're saying 6.4 million euros.
So it still counts.
Yes, just barely.
Who went for 10 plus 2 then? Because I had that in my notes for our recap.
I think I might know who you're thinking of.
That's all right. I'm on 8 now.
Yep.
Go down the list here.
I feel like it should be pretty easy to get 2 more.
Yeah, that's all of Atlanta's transfer flops turned into profit. So that's them done. Maybe missing one more, but
Not all of them. There's at least
Um,
one you're missing. Not to give you hints. Not that you need them.
yeah. Skip away from that. I think Austin, Colorado, Columbus. Just thinking about guys who moved overseas for dumb money.
Nobody from Red Bull.
I don't know, Tyler Adams still on my radar there. I think it was only 5 though, so thought it was 5 mil plus a sell-on fee. New York City. Let Tati go. Skip out on that. Who else? Most of Chicago. Oh, Alfonso Davies.
Yep.
I was on the wrong side of the team there.
One more.
And
Surprisingly, I don't think you've gotten any from one team that is known for this.
known for making moves, and it's FC Dallas, and I just don't know. I don't know which ones would have gone for massive money. There's also Dallas too, or Philly too. I got Brendan Aronson, but I thought Mark McKenzie was less than that.
I mean, you got wrong answers to spare.
I know I do, but I like to be clean. Let's talk about LAFC Chicho Sifu. I think you'd need to do a check on Sifu, and I don't know if those numbers are available yet. So I'm gonna skip
I know
out.
what transfer market says for him.
Oh, they have a value up for him already?
Yes.
Oh, I think it's closer to 4 than 6, so I'm gonna skip out on him. Oh, I know who it is. Gabby Pereira to Qatar, 10 mil.
Yeah, he's not on the list yet, but yes.
Yeah. Alrighty, so that's 10.
Yep.
Good. Give me some of the obvious ones that I missed.
Okay. Ricardo Pepi.
No, I will not bring that man's name in here. It's Jesus Ferreira and Jesus Ferreira only.
Well, I'm just telling you what's on the list.
That was a bad one. Yeah, it's a bad miss on my part.
That's probably the only super bad one, I would say.
Okay.
Well, I don't even know if I'd say super bad, but that's the only bad one, I would say. DK is on the list.
Okay.
Ismail Kone.
Yeah.
Brian Reynolds.
Yeah, another one that I was like, I didn't know if he was at the 6 mil mark.
Yep. A couple of goalkeepers, Stefan and Turner.
They got 6. I think Stefan went for 8, didn't he?
Well, it's 6.8 euros.
Right. Okay, I got you.
Paredes. Kim Paredes.
Oh, from DC. Okay.
Yep. Tejan Buchanan.
Yeah, fair.
Adam Buxa.
I forgot about Buxa.
And the last one is Gianluca Busio.
That's actually not too bad. I did all right with that.
I was so disappointed. You kept thinking about LAFC players, and there's 3 of them that just missed the cut. And you didn't get any of them.
Chicho, I was like, I don't know. Sifu, I was like, I don't think so. And then the 4th would have been Atuesta.
No, actually, not. You didn't even mention 2 of them. So
Brian Rodriguez.
Brian Rodriguez missed it by 0.03 million.
That would have been brutal.
And Diego Rossi.
Yeah, that's fair. You've got one more to go. So I've got a list with 14 players on it. Should be tough. I got a list of 21 players. However, the 14 players would be a bit easier, I think. So I'm gonna give you the list of 21. I'm gonna ask you.
Go with the harder list, he said.
I'm gonna ask you, and it might be easier for you. Connor, can you name for me 10 MLS Defenders of the Year?
10 MLS Defenders of the Year. Oh God, here we go. Chad Marshall.
Good.
Did he ever win one? Gleesnes.
Gleesnes is good.
I'm trying to think recent ones.
So you're
Para.
going back up the list.
Yeah. Iko Para.
Iko Para's good.
I don't know if he ever won one.
Hey man, you got.
I'm
you
willing
got
to
lives
take.
to-
I'm
you
willing
got
to take a
lives burn.
shot on an early strike. Matt Beasler.
Matt Beasler is good. Good guess.
Yes. Nice. Ooh. Oh, I feel like he has one too. Manager Eno.
Manager Eno is a good one. Well done.
All right. Now I gotta think about recent ones. Who's won it recently? Gleesnes. Walker Zimmerman.
Zimmerman's good.
I don't know if he ever won one. So I know Mensa was nominated one year, but he never. I don't think he won it. I'm trying to remember who else. I think there was a couple big names when Mensa was nominated. I know Yamar has been in and around. I feel like Yamar did win one. I'm gonna guess Yamar.
Yamar Gomez Andrade. I'm gonna double check that because he's not on my list, but I feel like you are right here. So
He's been nominated a few
he has
times,
been.
but I don't know if he's ever won.
Wikipedia, where I took this from,
If Wikipedia says no, it's probably not.
does not have him there, but he has been nominated a whole bunch. So it's a no for Yamar.
Okay. All right. So I got 2 strikes left. And I got 4 I gotta get. So I could just start going through like big name defenders. I'm trying to think defenders of the year from MLS history episodes. So obviously everybody's favorite pundit is probably he could be in the running. I'm thinking Eddie Pope. I feel like Eddie Pope could have won one. Do I want to risk another strike right now and go with Eddie Pope? I feel like Eddie Pope would have won one. Or do I just keep trying to go recent guys? It's going to be like center backs every time. I don't think fullbacks ever get the love. It's going to always be a center back. Chad Marshall, obviously I know him as like one of the few multi-time winners. Iko Para's won it multiple times. I think Zimmerman's won it multiple times. Oh, did a Red Bull guy ever win one? If Aaron Long won one, the world would explode. So I would remember that. I'll risk another strike. I'm going to guess Eddie Pope.
Eddie Pope is correct.
Yes. Okay.
3 more.
I don't think Elliott's won one. Jack Elliott. I think if he was going to win one, it would have been last season, but Gleesnes got it. And the season before that, so last year was 2021, that was New England's year. Did New England have any massive center backs? I don't think so. I feel like it was Kessler and Farrell.
Don't disrespect Omar Gonzalez like that.
Was he even there in 2021?
I think he was.
I feel like it would have been 2021 was Nashville, so I feel like it could have been Zimmerman. I feel like he won one in LAFC and one in Nashville. All right, thinking about center backs. Who was USMNT center backs back when like we were garbage? Not garbage, but back when we were not all Euro snobs. I don't think Mark McKenzie ever won one before he left. Oh God, just old time. I don't want to guess Alexi Lalas. But I feel like there's a chance that he was defender of the year. I do only have 1 strike. I gotta get 3 more. But I feel like it's not Lalas. SKC maybe could have had somebody. 2000 Tony Miola season. Maybe an SKC defender, but I can't think of any. Alright, just think center backs. Who are some good center backs? Think FIFA. Who's got high ratings on FIFA?
Go hype man, go.
I don't think Miazga ever won one. I don't think Miles Robinson ever won one. I don't think LGP ever won one. I'm trying to think 2018 season. Red Bull center backs. It was Long and I can't remember who played with Long. I don't think it was Nealis. What about the COVID year? It had to be Philly. Philly was unreal defensively. But I know it's not Gleesnes. Man, this is brutal.
Not that bad for me.
I can't even think of like U.S. center backs like for the national team. I know Beasler was in the mix. I don't think Hedges ever won one. I don't think Drew Moore ever won. I'm trying to think of just center backs that played like a billion games. Played center back for us. Why am I forgetting? Omar Gonzalez. Could Omar Gonzalez have one? I almost want to guess it for the memes at least. You know what? Why not? Omar Gonzalez.
I shouldn't have let that one slip. That's on me. Omar Gonzalez is correct.
That had to have been back in the Galaxy days.
Yes, it was. Honestly, I forgot about it when I was making that joke, and I looked up and I was like, uh-oh. Even one there.
All right, who else played center back during that era? Because I bet you they played in MLS, and I bet you they probably won a Defender of the Year. And I just can't remember who played center back for us. Like 2018 World Cup, who was playing center back for us? I think it was Beasler. I feel like he was in there. And I can't remember who else. John Brooks was too young. I remember he was a sub. He won us that Ghana game. Obviously, everybody nowadays was too young. So who else was at center back? Oh, Jeff. It was probably Jeff Cameron. Oh, could Jeff Cameron have won one here? His time was limited before he left. I got strikes to work with. I'm going to guess Jeff Cameron.
Jeff Cameron is incorrect.
Okay. It was risky. His time here was pretty brief.
He was on FCC.
Wasn't he? Well, he was here before that.
Yeah, fair.
LAFC, it's Zimmerman. I don't think they'd have anybody else. Oh man, it's now I'm starting to think Jack Elliott's maybe won one, and I'm just forgetting. But I could definitely see that if he hasn't, I could definitely see that. I can't even think of like. I want to guess Alexi Lalas, but I don't think he's won one. But I just know he was a huge name back in the days. Seattle, other than Chad Marshall, I don't think so. Ooh, Columbus. Ooh, you know what? I feel like there's a chance he hasn't won one, but just considering how long he was in the league, there might be a shot that he could be right. I'm gonna guess Parkey.
Michael Parkhurst is correct.
Yes. Let's go, Parkey.
You have one more to go.
Yep. Just gonna get one more.
There are some ones there for you.
Yeah, I feel like there's recent ones that I'm forgetting, and I could take one more strike and still be all right. There's obviously gonna be random ones, like random wins from some Defender of the Years. I'm struggling to even think of like old time center backs. We haven't done our top 10 center back episode, so I don't have my research on that one. To go goalkeepers now. I got goalkeepers on the back of my mind. Center backs. USMNT center backs. Why did I have to start following USMNT so late? Oh, I guess Jack Elliott. I don't think it's Jack Elliott. This sucks. Jack Elliott. Who won in 2020 then? Unless that was Zimmerman? Was that Opara? No, I don't think it's Elliott. Alright, screw it. Let's just guess Alexi Lalas.
Alexi Lalas is incorrect. You are on your last. You either get it or you don't.
I didn't think he would be it.
You get one more guess.
No, I just gotta think through teams. I feel like the loss. I don't think they keep anybody long enough. I don't think Hedges has ever won one. I feel like he hasn't. I feel like Hedges is a decent guess, but I just feel like he has not won Defender of the Year. He certainly hasn't in recent times. I don't know if he did in the past. And I just keep going back to Jack Elliott. But I don't think it's Jack Elliott. I feel like Jack Elliott has only really burst onto the scene like the last couple seasons. And I don't think he's won it in the last couple seasons. I feel like Zimmerman's been dominating it. And then obviously Gleesney's won it. The name of people on my list though, like Marshall wouldn't have won recent years. I think Opara is a little bit earlier times. I don't think it was as recent. Beasler definitely wasn't recent. Conrad wasn't. Zimmerman was. Eddie Pope wasn't. Omar Gonzalez wasn't. Parkey wasn't. So I'm definitely missing more recent ones. So maybe it was Jack Elliott. So it wasn't Yamar. I'm 95% sure Mensah hasn't won one. It could have been a guy that got sold, but I feel like they haven't won one. Also with Elliott, was he there when Mark McKenzie was here? Yeah, I think he was. I know Gleesney's, I think, came after him. Screw it. Let's just move it on for the sake of moving on. I'm going to guess Jack Elliott.
With your final guess of the MLS Defenders of the Year, Jack Elliott is incorrect. You finish with 9 out of 10. And that is what you deserve for the Aaron Long disrespect and not including him in your list after his 2018 masterclass. You deserve to not have a perfect score there.
I did mention him. I just didn't think he won Defender of the Year.
You disrespectful human being. I don't know why I even do podcasts with you anymore. How dare you disrespect our GOAT?
Our GOAT.
Our GOAT. That's right.
No.
Matt Hedges is on the list.
I knew I should have just went with him instead of Elliott.
I believe, and I'm going to double check it. I believe it was a 2016. Yeah, 2016 double season for FC Dallas. Laurent Simon.
I forgot about Simon.
Jose Gonçalves.
No, never would have got that.
Jaime Alave. You weren't going to get that one. Bobby Boswell. DC days. Carlos Bocanegra. And now we get into the ones that you could have gotten from MLS history. Jeff Agus. You were talking about the 2000 SKC year. Peter Vermees. Robin Fraser. And then a couple that you wouldn't know. Lubos Kubik and John Doyle.
Yeah, I needed to guess the Hedges one. That was my shot.
No, you need to guess Aaron Long and put some respect on his name. That's what you should have done. Off. All right, that means...
so you got to get 7 to win it.
Yep, you are on 26. I am on 20. I need to get 6 to tie and go into extra time and 7 to win. What do you got for me?
All right. Well, I think I have somewhat of a tough one here. So in a very similar vein, and I would say mine's probably tougher than yours. Give me 10 Coach of the Year winners.
Oh, that's brutal.
It's probably not as bad as you think, and I'm not giving you multiple points if they won it multiple times.
No, I didn't do it for you either. So.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with Caleb Porter.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to Bruce Arena.
Yes. Many times.
Gonna go to Ziggy Schmidt.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to Brian Schmetzer.
Surprisingly, no.
No way, for real? Wow.
Yeah. No Schmetzer.
That's brutal. I don't know if Jesse Marsh ever won, so I'm gonna stay away from him for now. This is a tougher one, yeah, for sure.
There's plenty of names in here, though, that I know you know.
Yeah. Bob Bradley.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured he'd be on there. That's 4 of 7.
Bradley's won it 3 times.
See, that's the problem, is I feel like it's such a boys club of like, oh yeah, I've got 6 of them, I've got 7. And there's really like a list of like 12 people.
I could tell you there's, I think, 4 multiple time winners.
Okay.
Or maybe 5. And Bob Bradley and Bruce Arena were the 2 biggest.
I got another one to burn. Give me... No,
yeah, to burn.
I don't think he did. Give me Jesse Marsh.
Jesse Marsh did win one.
I couldn't remember if he did.
2015 Red Bull.
Was it the 2015 year?
Yep.
One more to tie. Frank Klopas, San Jose years.
Frank Klopas?
Frank Klopas.
How do you spell that?
Klopas.
Klops.
Pas.
Pas. No.
Really?
Well, hold on. Yeah, no.
Hey, this is a good one. A good list. Did Josh Wolf win it with Austin recently? I don't think he did. Did Robin Fraser win one for that fraud year in Colorado? I don't know if he did. Greg Andrulis is a name that is popping up because I was editing a bunch of videos for the Columbus TikToks we did. Ray Hudson in Tampa Bay is popping up to me now. These
names are popping up. Not a lot of guesses coming through.
That's right, because I'm taking notes. I need to just get one to get it to extra time.
True. And you still have a strike to burn.
Gio Savarese. Oh, Greg Vanny.
Is that a guess, or you could just keep listening?
That's my guess.
Greg Vanny did win one.
Yeah, if you win a treble, you win a Coach of the Year. There's no way he did. All right, so that's tied.
Yep.
1 to win. I'll go Peter Vermees.
Peter Vermees is not correct.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Disrespect on my boy Peter.
Down to the last strike, or we go to overtime.
FC Dallas double had Oscar Pereja at the helm. Is that enough for him to get... Oh, who was in charge of Houston, too, when they were doing their big run? It's a good one, Connor. I like your list.
Mm-hmm. No pressure, but it all comes down to this guess.
Correct, it does. I'm going to take Miami out of the list. I think Red Bull is now out of the list. New England. Now, they were garbage forever. Toronto, we've got. DC United probably had a ton of them, but I can't remember who was in charge. I'm going to throw out Oscar Pereja for the FC Dallas double in 2016.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Oscar Pereja is correct.
Come on! Pereja, let's go! That's such a big brain move. Was it 2016 too?
It was 2016.
Oh, I'm so good.
Well, you're so good except for the massively obvious one you missed.
Well, I'm not done yet. I'm going all the way to 10. I'm going to get a perfect board here. Massively obvious one that I missed.
All right, well, now I feel like I gave you a big hint on that now.
You're selling me way too much green because I've got no idea. I can't remember who the original DC guy is. Who's the original DC guy? I'll go Josh Wolf. Did Josh Wolf win it last year?
Final answer?
Yeah.
Josh Wolf is incorrect.
All right, so that's my thing. I finished 7 out of 10, but who's the big one that I'm missing?
Jim Curtin.
Bum.
He's won it twice in the last 3 years.
Guess who doesn't care? The guy who he keeps beating to win the freaking title.
If you're wondering early DC years, they only got one win, and that was under Brucey.
Was it? Okay, interesting.
So you guessed, what was the name again? Frank Klopas? Klopas.
Yeah.
There's a Frank Yallop.
Oh, that's who person. It is. Frank Klopas is in charge of Chicago right now. Frank Yallop was San Jose when they were in like 0203.
He's won it twice with San Jose.
Yep. That's totally fair. I knew it was a Frank. Who else did I miss?
Tata Martino in 2018.
Yeah, that's probably one I should have thought of.
One of our favorites in 2014 won it.
Favorites in 2014? Don't know.
Benny Ball.
No way, Benny Ball was coach of the year. Stop.
Benny Ball was coach of the year 2014.
That's awesome. That's so good.
Shellis Heineman won it in 2010 with Dallas.
Nope.
Grandfather of Emerson Heineman, by the way. Fun fact.
What a stat.
Preki won it 1 year as a coach.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For Chivas.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the Chivas link for a while. I couldn't think of which one it was. I know they had that 1 year that was really good. Like question rookie of the year, Guzan goalkeeper of the year type of run.
You're going to be kicking yourself for this one because it would have been massive big brain ball knowledge. But Greg Andrulis did win coach of the year.
Oh, no. I was so close, too.
That would have been good. That would have been a good.
Oh, no. I'm sitting here, and the only thing I think of is John Bush in our interview talking about Greg Andrulis. And I'm like, did he? Did he?
He did.
Oh, man.
Dominic Kinnear.
Dom Kinnear? He was a Houston, 06-07.
San Jose, 05.
Really? Who was Houston 06-07? Because I know he was there.
They didn't. 06-07 was Chivas, both of them. It was Bob Bradley 1 year and Preki the other.
Hold on a second. When did Houston Dynamo seasons? It was 06-07. 06-07. Who won in 07?
We have one season like in the year. 1 year every season. There's no 06-07 unless you're saying two different seasons.
Two different seasons.
Okay, well
they won in 06 and 07.
Well, Chivas won coach of the year, both of them.
That's criminal.
Dave Sarachin won in 2003. Okay. Bob Gansler in 2000.
Bob Gansler, SKC.
Yeah, and
that's the one I couldn't think of.
Year.
Yep, I could see because I was editing a video and I could see the picture that I used to talk about him, but I couldn't remember his name.
Yep, and then the last one, the first ever coach of the year winner was Thomas Rongen.
Rongen, okay. He was in New England?
Tampa.
I was telling you, I knew it was something about the folded teams. That was fun. I had a good time with that.
Yeah, because you won.
I would have enjoyed it anyway. I would have yelled at you a little bit more, but I still enjoyed it.
Oh, I should have just guessed Hedges.
You should have guessed Aaron Long.
No, forget Aaron Long.
Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed that. We definitely did. This is one that's definitely coming back soon. I had a good time with that. Make sure you're following us wherever you get your podcasts. You know, when our next episode goes live, we may do a Leagues Cup review, top 10, history. We might do one of those things. So make sure you subscribe when that comes out. Everywhere you get your social media, we are there. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We are all over the place. Come hang out with us. We're hitting milestones left, right, and center. 200, 300 subs all over the place. Kind of massive. It's what we do. So thanks so much for listening, everybody. Make sure you are following us, subscribe to us, and we'll see you next time on the next episode of the Designated Players Podcast. See ya.